"Oh my God." That phrase may seem like just a common reaction in everyday life, but did you know that in the spiritual world, words, whether random or unconscious, hold an invisible power? Every time you exclaim, "Oh my God," you are creating a deep connection, a direct link to the cosmic energy, to God or whatever sacred form you believe in. This phrase is not just an expression of emotion, but also a prayer, a manifestation of faith, or even a call for invisible support from the spiritual world. When you face difficulties, when life puts you in stressful, exhausting, or unsolvable situations, that phrase, "Oh my God," is not just an outburst in panic, but a subconscious call, a way for you to recognize that you are not alone. In that moment, your mind opens up, ready to perceive the presence of invisible forces that you cannot see. In fact, in many spiritual traditions, prayers or words that connect you with God are seen as a way to receive energy from the universe. Every word, every phrase you utter in such a situation is not just sound. It is like an energy code, a frequency that the universe can hear and respond to. For example, when you say, "Oh my God," it's like you're inviting guidance, protection, or some form of miracle. You are calling upon help from an invisible force that you feel is necessary. And when you receive unexpected joy, the phrase, "Oh my God," becomes an expression of gratitude and surprise. This may be a sign of a connection between you and a spiritual force, where your joy is shared and amplified. In these moments, your mind expands, and you feel as though a flow of positive energy is entering you, making you feel more peaceful and happier than ever before. From a psychological perspective, the act of exclaiming something like, "Oh my God," can trigger a powerful emotional response, helping you to face difficult feelings or joy more comprehensively. This phrase is not just a random expression, but a way for your brain to process and regulate emotions. In such situations, you are creating a pause, a moment for yourself to breathe, reflect, and find peace, whether in panic or in delight. The spiritual world, with its invisible influences, is always ready to listen to your calls. And each time you utter such words, you are not just sharing emotions, but also creating a profound connection with unseen forces, helping you to face challenges and embrace joy more fully. In this video, you won't be mistaken. The connection between you and God, or any cosmic energy source you believe in, can create a powerful change in your life. Don't skip over this, because what you are about to hear will change the way you see yourself and the world around you. You are not just someone living amidst challenges. You have the potential to become someone uplifted and guided by an invisible, powerful, and unconditional force. Imagine, in a difficult moment, when you feel stuck, negative thoughts flood your mind, and problems pile up. You suddenly exclaim, "Oh my God," and in that instant, a spiritual door opens. You are not just uttering a prayer. You are creating a deep connection, a call for invisible help from the spiritual world. And you will feel it, even just a little wave of energy surrounding you, helping you overcome obstacles that seemed insurmountable. You've probably heard stories of people facing challenges who turn to faith and connection with God, and immediately their lives change. But it's not just coincidence. Here's the truth you need to understand. The invisible messages you receive from the universe, from God, will help you reshape events, phenomena, and even your own thoughts. Think about times when you felt stuck in work, life, or relationships. And suddenly, a small change happens, leading you to a new direction, the right decision, or a helpful piece of advice. That's not a coincidence. Those are the messages you receive from the spiritual world when you create this connection. This spiritual relationship can generate an unconditional power, a strength you've never felt before. It's an unseen energy, but it's present in every action, in every decision you make. You'll recognize it when things start to change, when difficulties become easier to overcome, when joy comes unexpectedly, and when peace settles in your soul. Imagine that you are not alone in your journey to find peace and trust in the spiritual world. Many people, including great prophets and scientists, have discovered the hidden power of this connection and applied it to change their lives and the world around them. These examples will make you reflect and realize that the connection between you and God, between you and the universe, can truly shape your destiny. Let's begin with a famous prophet like Edgar Cayce, who was known as the sleeping prophet. He was not only a prophet, but also a healer, with the ability to predict and offer incredibly accurate guidance, even though he had no scientific knowledge. Cayce created a deep connection with the cosmic energy, and each time he entered a trance-like state, he received messages from the spiritual world. His predictions helped millions of people, guiding them through hardships and showing them the way in life. When he said things like, "Trust in this guidance, for God always shows the way," he was not merely speaking words. He was genuinely feeling the presence of an invisible force assisting him. We cannot forget Nikola Tesla, one of the greatest scientists of all time. Tesla was not only a brilliant inventor, but also someone with a deep connection to the universe. He once shared that many of his greatest inventions came from dreams, images, and ideas that came to him in a miraculous way, as if they were messages from an invisible force. Tesla believed that he was inspired and often said things like, "I am just a receiver of ideas from the universe." This belief helped him create world-changing inventions, such as alternating current and the radio transmitter. Tesla believed that every time he received a message from the universe, it was a powerful connection to an invisible energy source he called spiritual electricity. These examples are not just stories about extraordinary people, but proof of a profound reality. When you open your heart and create a strong spiritual connection, you will receive invisible help from the universe. These connections helped prophets like Cayce and scientists like Tesla achieve miraculous accomplishments, showing that spiritual power can shape and change lives in ways you cannot imagine. If you observe closely, you'll notice a common trait among these individuals. They were not only talented, but knew how to connect with an invisible world, a world that we cannot see with the naked eye, but is very real. Prophecies, great inventions all came from this connection. And you too can do the same. If you open your heart and mind, if you learn to say, "Oh my God," not just as a random phrase, but as a prayer, a call, a connection to the universal energy, you will begin to feel the change. Messages from the universe will come to you naturally. And just like Cayce or Tesla, you will receive guidance and invisible resources to help you solve problems, make important decisions, or even discover abilities you never knew you had. So why not try it now? Let the phrase, "Oh my God," become not just an emotional reaction, but a key that opens the door to connecting with an invisible power that's waiting to support you. Because when you trust and open your heart, you'll realize that you hold the power to change your life.